everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel Ray here, and today we're going to do a Wipnchat. A Wipnchat is, WIP stands for Work in Progress, WIP, and this is the video each week where I talk about random stuff, my life, and currently I'm going through a list of what's called the 200 not boring questions to ask to get to know someone. And so we're going to be going through that list a little bit more. I'm working currently on the Diamond Art Club's Jesus Blessing, which I have right up here. If you can see it, the picture here. This is part of my Easter Diamond Paint Along, where I've invited people to join me in diamond painting. It doesn't have to be a religious painting, but something that represents spring to you by Easter Sunday. So that's what I'm working on today, and I'd actually love to show you how to upload to Instagram, so I'm going to do that real quick before I get back into diamond painting. But just so that you know, as you know, we are all having to, well, either you're an essential worker or you're staying at home, and I'm staying at home, but I'm working from home as well, as you know. And so in my videos for the next while, you're probably going to hear rustling sounds of doors. You're going to hear my dog, and I'll try my best to make edits and where as possible, but it's real life, people. I can't help that, and we're all trying to do our best. So with that being said, I apologize if that bothers you, but we got to keep moving on. So this Diamond Paint Along is on Instagram only. It's not on Facebook. You can use the hashtag on Facebook. That's no problem. But in order for me to follow your progress and to give you credit and all of that when you're finished, I need you to use Instagram. And not everybody understands Instagram, so I'm going to go ahead and try to show you. Ooh, Blackberry Rabbit. How cute. So this is what, oh, duh, it's this way. This is what Instagram looks like. Basically, you have the person's screen name, and then the picture they're sharing, and they have a little caption down here. I'm sorry it's not 100% clear. There we go. It's working on it. It's working on it. Up at the top, you have stories, so you can see what people are talking about in their own little story. It's hard to explain. That's just like a highlight. All right. So anyway, to post, you make an account, and then you need to press the little button in the middle where it's got the plus sign. So you press that and it brings up your pictures. So like right here, the reason that I'm doing this again is because last night I had some technical difficulties. I'll talk about that in a minute, but I made a little picture with Luna, and you just select the picture that you want to put up and press next at the top. I hope you can see this. I'm sorry it's not focusing for whatever reason. There we go. See that? So then you press the next button at the top right. Next. Then it has these filters. You can put a filter on your photo. I don't really do that. And then this page, here it says new post, and it's got all this information. Come on, focus, focus, focus. It'll get there. Next to your little picture there, you can write a caption, and that's where you need to write hashtag or pound sign Easter DPAL, Easter DPAL. And then you can press the share button. You don't have to tag me, but you can tag if you want to. Trying to get it to do it again. So where it says tag people, you can tag my account if you want to. You don't have to. And then you can also post to other places. Excuse me, I have mine automatically posting to Facebook for obvious reasons, but anyway, you don't have to do that. In order to just share with me, the requirement is that you put it on Instagram and that your profile is public. That's all you need to do. If you don't feel comfortable having a a public Instagram account. I understand that. I really do understand and respect that. But in order for it to be shared, it has to be a public profile. I hope that makes sense, because you can send it to me, but no one else can see it. And I won't be including those that are private into the finishes. And that's what I'm going to explain to you now. So if you go to my profile right here on Instagram, you can see all of my pictures like that. But what's really important is the highlights here. And what I'm doing is, for all of the people that are putting in the hashtag easterdpal, I am putting them into this highlight. So I hope you can see this. It says finished easterdpal paintings. You did it. Feel free to join along. And there's a little seal clapping its hands. Okay. So I'm going to add all of the finishes into this highlight. That way everyone can see your finished painting. But again, in order for it to work, you have to have a public profile and you have to post to Instagram. Normally, I try to be as inclusive as possible with everything that I do, but because this is a hashtag related thing, and I don't have the time to be including pictures that are sent by email or on Facebook again. I'm just focusing on Instagram, and I probably will do that in the future as well, because it's my favorite social media. So to each their own, but that's my favorite. All right, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, because the rules of the game are that I need you to post your finishes, post your finishes by Saturday night at midnight Eastern time. That's just so that when I wake up on Easter Sunday and I am finished with my painting, because I am really, really close. We're going to get there today. When I go to make my post-review video, I'm going to be including all of the finishes that are on Instagram at the end of my video. So I'm going to highlight you and basically take that video of the highlights and put it into the video of my post-review here, because this has been a really special community event and I've really enjoyed having your participation. And I'm super happy that people joined me, even though there wasn't like a giveaway or anything like that. You just felt the spirit of it, and I really, really appreciate that. So that is how you do Instagram. And if you need help, there are tutorials online that'll show you in detail, and maybe slower than I showed, how to use Instagram. But I don't have anything like that. So, but I'm sure there are people out there that have. Okay, so let's get started on diamond painting. Just a few little things. This is a cover minder from my friend Jessie at Mislaid Pages on Etsy. She does have these available in her shop. At the moment, though, she is only going to be selling within the United States because of the restrictions due to what's happening. I am using the Patty Wax Super Sticky in my single placer, and I'm just using regular pink wax in my multi-placer. I think I explained that once before, but I just use the regular pink wax. Unfortunately, it really stinks with ABs. Like, pink wax and ABs do not work very well together. This is a little trash bin that I got from Shine Like a Diamond's shop, Shine Shop Designs on Etsy. It's so cute. It's magnetic as well, but I don't have the bottom magnet under the painting because I just kind of moved it in here. I'm working on a table. It's fine. I'm using Harbor Freight containers for my drills, and I get questions about the big boat all the time. This big tray was from, I want to say, Wish. You can purchase these on AliExpress, Amazon. Where else can you get them? I think that's it, really. I mean, you can get them where you can buy supplies, you know. I know Star Ore sells them as well. If you are purchasing a Star Ore painting, you could buy that at the same time and have it included in your order. I very seldomly use the small trays anymore. I purchased this like really early on when I started diamond painting, because I started with big paintings pretty much. I think I did, let's reminisce for a minute. I did 2 small partials from the Mayan store. And you can see all of these paintings in my first completed diamond painting video. I think it's the most popular video on the channel, actually. So if you go to my homepage, Rachel Ray, just click on the little icon next to my name down there under the video. And on that homepage, it should show you, I think it's called completed, just my completed diamond paintings or something. I should probably update the name of it because I have 2 of those now. The first one was 2018 and the second one was the first one was made in 2019. The second one was made in 2020, I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't remember anything anymore. My brain is fried. Y'all. Yeah, I'm okay. Okay, let's I think that's everything. I really went on a tangent there. I don't know why I did. Let's chit chat about real life for a sec, and then I'm gonna go into the questions if I have time. Who knows? This could be just like a regular update. So this video I already recorded. I recorded yesterday. I recorded on Wednesday afternoon. And I had the same setup and everything, which is why I'm still doing it the same way as I did it yesterday, except we're going to be moving on to the last section of this painting. And everything was fine. I uploaded it. It took ages because, it's a large video. It's a long video, whatever. That's fine. And I did all the stuff that I always do with the painting or with the video. And when I released it, I think it was up for 10 or 15 minutes, maybe. Maybe someone who was the first to watch it can say down below what happened to them. But all of a sudden, my phone started going off. Because once I put it up and I walk away for a little while because it takes a long time to get all that stuff done. If you also do YouTube, you might have, you know what I'm talking about. It takes a long time to get that stuff done. And so I just walked away. I was watching, I just started watching, what was the movie we watched? Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. Because my husband and I are watching the Marvel movies in order, from, the order that's suggested that you watch them in, and really enjoying it. Obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy is, actually, I think Guardians 2 is my favorite movie. Anyway, we were watching that, and then my phone started blowing up, and people were like, your video is taken down. I was like, what? Why? And I go, and I have an email from YouTube, and they're like, it seems your video may have broken our community guidelines. I was like, excuse me? So yeah. I don't know if it was reported or whatever. I don't really even know what they could have reported me for. What I think happened was, because I don't want to jump to conclusions and be like, the trolls are after me, bruh. I don't think that's what it was at all. I think what has happened is that there have been some significant reductions in staff due to what's happening right now. And so their automatic software for detecting issues is working in overdrive and probably has more like smaller restrictions, or sorry, not smaller restrictions, but less leeway for creators at the moment. So I don't know. Conspiracy theories, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but anyway, I think I know why it happened. I have a subscription to a music site called Epidemic Sound. And so I have the permission to use their music in my videos. But YouTube might not know that. So, like, their software won't know that. Even though I put the credit. They don't require you to have a credit when you have a subscription, but, you know, because I had to give them all my details. They know that my channel is okay. But my channel is not on their naughty list. But unfortunately, there was just an issue. Maybe that was the issue. Maybe they were like, oh, there's music playing in the background. Let's flag this for copyright music or something. But I don't really have the time to wait for them to fix it. So, because it could take a while. It could, you know, they're having some issues there, and, you know, that's not their fault. But I wanted to give you a video, so I'm recording again because I know that a lot of people look forward to this, and I look forward to it as well. So, you know, it's important to me. It's important to you. I'm going to make it again. Right. So, let's see. Just trying to think of where I want to start. I'm drinking my coffee as well. Delicious coffee. Okay, real quick, because he's outside now. My husband has been driving me crazy. Y'all, if he goes in and out of this house one more time. No, I'm just joking. Okay, I'm just getting it off my chest. But seriously, like, what? If you live with somebody and you're like, we're good most of the time, but he's the kind of person that leaves. You know, he has to be social. He has to go talk to people. He has to be out. And so I'm used to recording when he's not here so that I don't have these issues because it bothers moi. But now I don't have a choice. I just have to go with it. I have to deal with it. Y'all have to deal with it. I'm sorry. It annoys me to no end, but whatever. Miss Coffee, it's your favorite color. I just can't. And I love him. I love him. James and I have been together for 9 years, but even when you love somebody, after a while, they can get on your nerves. Just saying. So, yeah, I'll let you know more about what I'm going to be doing in the next week as well, and near the end of this video. I'll try to remember, but like it's been difficult, and I know that, like, okay, if the video that I recorded for yesterday does end up going live, then you're probably going to hear this twice. A lot of this twice, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. Okay. It's been over a month since I started self-isolation. You know, before they were like, okay, seriously guys, you can't leave your house. On the 29th of February, I was already like, yeah, I'm not going out. They put the restrictions on the, that's more orange than red. I don't know how that got in there. Hold on. What was I saying? Yeah. So we've been in our house for a month. The restrictions on the restaurants and the pubs and stuff, that actually happened the day before Patty's Day. And everybody was already staying in their house. And restaurants were already implementing like delivery services and stuff to try to stay afloat. Hotels were already shutting down and not accepting bookings and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But so it was already real before the Taoiseach, which is like our version of a prime minister, before he shut down the country officially. We were already practicing that. And I'm good. I stay at home anyway. I work here. I live here, and I'm usually really good here. But as some of you might know, I ran out of my medication. And the thing about anxiety, which I suffer from, is that it can take control in a way like that rationally. People are like, oh, just make that phone call, get the prescription filled by your doctor and go pick it up. Yeah, that's not how my brain works. And without going into detail about it, because I know a lot of you know where I'm coming from, it took 2 months for me. Well, actually 3 months. Sorry. It took 3 months for me to refill my prescription. So that's another thing that I'd like to talk to my doctor about. But unfortunately, I had to call in the prescription, and I just talked to the receptionist, and I can't ask my receptionist to give me a 6-month script. You know what I mean? So that I can continue to take it without my anxiety flaring every month, for me to have to go back to the doctor. It's a whole situation, y'all. And I don't want to go into it too much because I don't want to make anybody feel down or upset because they're going through what I'm going through. But it's been hard, and I'm not going to lie. It was like I was trying to put on a poker face for the first few weeks. But now I realize that I need a little break. Otherwise, I'm not gonna. Yeah. So what's gonna happen? Okay, so I'm talking about it now. I thought I was gonna talk about it later. Whatever. I have verbal diarrhea today. How lucky are you? I am taking a break. I'm taking a week-long break from YouTube. Or at least, I think it's going to be a week. People are really high emotion right now. And I need to just veg out, I guess. Not have the pressure, the upload schedule pressure. Maybe I can figure out a way once I'm kind of laying low for a few days, I can figure out how to automate stuff. That is my plan, because currently I'm just spending way too much time, and I want to streamline things. I want to make it easier on myself, because I'm spending about, I want to say 12 to 14 hours on YouTube and marketing and etc. every day, except Sunday. Sunday I take the day off, and when it was last Sunday on James's birthday that I realized how badly I need a break, because something happened. Something very important and stressful happened on Sunday, which is my day off. And not only was it my day off, it was my husband's birthday, where I was supposed to be spending time with him and paying attention to him. And when this very stressful thing happened, which I'm not going to, get into details because it's over, it's taken care of, it's all settled. But when that happened, I was just like, y'all, I was like, I want to feel like I can have a moment to step away and not be on all the time. And I'm positive that my fellow creators feel exactly the same way. It's really hard to set business hours where people can contact you. And because this is a global hobby and people from all around the world are participating and wanting to get in contact with you, they can send messages at all hours. The thing is that I cannot guarantee a response at all hours. I have to sleep. And so I have luckily in the time that I've been doing this, I have created boundaries for myself. But unfortunately, it can be hard for me to adhere to them. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a little spring break. I think it's a good idea. As you might have heard in my voice on Monday when I did the unboxing for Home Fun, I didn't sound like myself because I was upset. I was mad because of my husband. Okay. It wasn't because of Home Fun. It wasn't because of the delivery time that it took. It absolutely wasn't. It was because I had been trying to film that video all day. I had been trying to get rid of him all day so that I could have a moment, 30 minutes max, to just get it done. And yourself, if you watch unboxing videos, once it's open, it's open. You can't pack it back in and try it again. My first impression is being filmed. And that's the whole thing about it. And I had a fight with my husband right before I started that video. I literally had no time. And it is my fault. It's my fault that my voice came out that way. Most of the people who watch my channel know that I was off that day. I don't usually sound like that. And they just kind of, brushed it off as having an off day. And I appreciate that. But if somebody who doesn't know me comes in and they see that video, then of course they're going to be like, wow, what a bee. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I've learned my lesson on that. And so unfortunately for y'all, as long as this is going on, this whole my husband is going to be here and he's going to be in and out of the house for how many times? When I was a kid, my mom would say, get out and stay out. You know what I'm saying? Here is a big old gallon of water. Get out of the house and don't come back in unless you're bleeding. Seriously. And that is the kind of attitude that I have had to have with him lately, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I can't punish him because he's an adult and he's also my husband. So, and I respect that this is his house as well. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how I phrase it. He also has the brain of a gnat and he doesn't remember that I said, honey, I'm filming. But lucky for us, he's keeping as quiet as he can. It's not like he's going to be, if he does come in the house and he's playing a podcast, I'm going to be muting the microphone. So if everything goes quiet all of a sudden, just know that I'll be trying to practice my patience. But this is the life of a YouTuber. I'm sure that my friends are also going through this as well with their partners. And it's hard. At least we have a garden. That's all I have to say. At least we have a garden. James went hiking yesterday. He went up a mountain, and he came back with a cold. So he's not feeling the best. I'm sure he didn't get Rona from the mountain. And yes, before anybody freaks out, I've checked the guidelines. They've been updated, and you can say the word and all of the slang with the word, it's fine. As long as you're not like making up conspiracy theory videos and stuff, it's fine. And I'm not doing that. You're allowed to mention it because obviously, like, you know, there are a lot of vloggers out there and it's impacting all of us. So no, that's not why my video was flagged. I didn't even say it at all in my video. Anyway, okay, moving on. So, yeah, it's been a month for everybody. And it's hard to be upbeat and chipper and my normal self as well. Just, well, one, because I haven't had medication in like 3 months. 2, and it's really starting to settle in. 2, I'm stuck here with a man-child. Yeah. And he's going and taking this pretty difficult as well. So, you know, like, it's not just me. He's more affected because he hangs out with people all the time. And I'm the kind of person that's like, nah, I'll stay home, you know. So, going to continue to practice patience and you know, try to take deep breaths and not take it so seriously when things don't go my way. I do find it really awkward to film in front of him, and I know that's not difficult for a lot of creators because, well, you know, when you have kids, I think things change a lot. As well, obviously, but like, I just can't. I don't know. He looks at me funny because I'm talking to myself. And also because, you know, he doesn't want to be a part of YouTube, and I respect that. But I think it's hard for him to be like, so I'm only hearing you and I never hear them. You know, he never reads comments or anything like that. He doesn't seem to grasp the scale of the community that we've built here, which is amazing. It's incredible. I love it. But, you know, so for him, it's just me sitting in my room talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You can understand that, right? So yeah. Anyway, okay. So let's see. Seal Rescue Ireland has been in contact with me. They are so appreciative of the donation of the 500 euros. Thank you all so much for helping me raise it. I asked them to use the logo that I've created, and it has Rachel, Ray, and friends to be added to it. And they are more than happy to do that, and they've given me permission to film a video there when it's safe to go, which is amazing. I'm so looking forward to showing you guys around, and we can, you know, play with the seals or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, not play with them. They're wild animals. We're not going to play with them, but we're going to watch them play, and that's going to be fun. So exciting. I hope you enjoyed the stash video. It was really fun to get them all out, but it was so much work. I was really, really tired after that video, and I literally like just banged up the video and released it as a premiere. I thought it was going to be done for 4 p.m. Eastern time, so I apologize to the people who did want to come to the premiere, but they couldn't. It was half an hour later than I originally anticipated because YouTube upload speeds have gone down since everybody's at home making videos. But anyway, that was really fun. It's nice to kind of take them out and dust them off and see what you have. And no, that was not an invitation for people to email me and ask me if I'm selling. I will let you know if and when I start selling them. I guess in the video I said that I was thinking about selling them. and raising money for charity and stuff, and I might do this. And people were like, oh, well, if you're looking to sell, and especially into Wonderland. No. I just bought that. It's a new release. So if people misunderstood that, you know, I've since put up a comment there again. I don't know, maybe lately I've just become unclear or something. But anyway, if it's me coming off as unclear, I apologize. I am scatterbrained and emotional and trying to keep it all together, you know. So I guess that's to be expected. I'm sure that everybody is kind of feeling like that right now, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. It's normal. As for my health, I'm doing good. My hay fever, I can't tell if my hay fever is just not as bad this year or if it just hasn't quite started, because the leaves are starting to unfurl on, like, you know, the apple trees. My cherry blossom that I just planted, the leaves are opening up, and the willow. It's the willow. So here in rural Kerry, it's like lots of shrub trees. They're not tall, deciduous trees with big leaves. Like, we have a few oak trees, but not very many. It's mostly like forestry of pine, and then your willows, crack willow, which is the kind that like grows up in a bush like this. Sorry, I'm trying to like illustrate. It grows up like this, and then it breaks at the bottom, at the base, and then where it breaks, it falls down onto the ground like this. I'm trying to illustrate and look at my hands. It falls to the ground and it keeps growing sideways and putting more roots into the ground, and then shoots come up in the middle where it cracked. And so it keeps growing and growing and growing. And that's super popular. So on those ones, they have these little... It's really cool. I love willow because there's so many different types. But the one that gets me and my allergies is this one that has like a bud that all these little stamen come out. It's like it like goes poof, and all these little tiny fingers come out. I don't know how to explain them any better. And then on the ends, there's these little pollen sacs. And when I walk by those, I immediately my sinuses just close up. So what I've been doing is before I go to walk the dog, I have a nasal spray. This is Flixinase. I think it's the same as Flonase. And I take that before I take Luna on my walk, and my symptoms are much, better or lower than they would be otherwise. But I've gone out a few times forgetting and then being like, oh my God. And when I get home, my eyes are all puffy and everything. Excuse me. You can hear the spin cycle of my laundry machine because, oh my God, laundry has not stopped. Anybody else? Laundry is like off the hook. I'm like, we're not even going outside. Why is there so much laundry? But anyway, at least the last week has been super dry out, and the sun has been out, and it's just been so nice. So we're lucky, and we have a back garden that we can sit in and kind of get fresh air and stuff. We're not stuck in an apartment anymore, which I totally feel you. If if you don't have a place to go, I totally remember and sympathize. I lived in a studio apartment. It had no bedroom, no separate bedroom or anything, and no separate kitchen. It was all one rectangular room with a toilet, with a door. Just a little, like, it was like that inside the apartment. Just a little box, and the rest of it was just one room, 4 walls, and that was it. And it was so hard on my mental health because I'm not used to that. And I didn't think it would be so difficult, but it really was. And once I had been living in Korea for 3 years, after 2 years, I signed a contract for another school, and it was like my requirement to work there. It was the first time I ever felt like I had the pull to tell them, like, I'm not working there unless I can get my own apartment, and I can choose my apartment because it's a major part of my life, and I'm not used to living like this. And so I did. I put down all of my money into a deposit to get a 1-bedroom apartment, and I felt like royalty because I had a separate bedroom. And then, oh, I loved that apartment. It was so nice. It was small. It was still like a rectangle, but we had a sliding glass door between the kitchen and toilet area and the living room. That sounds gross. It was a kitchen, and then there was a toilet with the door, obviously. And then on this end, it was the living area, and then there was a door to the bedroom, and the bedroom was there. So it was still like a rectangular shaped apartment on the 5th floor, but I had a little balcony. It wasn't a balcony per se. It was like another sliding glass door with a railing, but you could open the door and it felt like a balcony. Does that make sense? So we would put our chairs there and just kind of relax there. And I have a lot of really good memories there, actually. Even though the job sucked, I do have a lot of really good memories of living in Korea. All right, let me move to another color. So yeah. And then, let's see. I'm almost done. I've got this to fill in, and then we're going to move on to the next section. I'm so excited because I think what is today? Thursday? My plan is to have this done by Saturday night. And I think I can do it. The hardest part is the confetti. So I found that on the last section, do you see how, okay, there's the cuff of the robe and his halo were really hard. Now that one, the cuff is the same colors and, the same kind of design as the robe here. And so I know it's going to be confetti heavy. You can see it, right? But it's so going to be worth it. It's just that when confetti is when you have a lot of colors in a very small area, so you're changing colors quite often, and that takes away from diamond painting time, All right, so that section is now completely finished. I love the detail of this painting, y'all. It looks so good. And like, you're really, really close up right now, but trust me, it's going to look fantastic in the post review. I'm going to mute the microphone because I need to move everything a little bit so you can see it better. So bear with me for a moment. Okay, so I've done it. And now I'm just going to, first I'll get rid of this. So a lot of people were asking about the washi tape and stuff. And I think I explained that pretty well in my stash video. But someone asked if I could if I could show how I do it. Honestly, it's really just up to you and the size of the section you want and whether you want to do it or not. You know, it's not necessary, completely optional. But there are a lot of good tutorials out there. For example, I think Ginger was the first person that I watched that did it. It could be her, it could be Cindy's Traveling Crafts, or it could be Jeremy from JTMJ Crafts. All of them do this. And it's a genius idea, but I never did it before, you know what I mean? Okay, there's my magnet. Oops, sorry. That was really loud. I was trying not to do that. Yeah, you can see. Okay, so I'm just going to pull back a bit. I might not do, the whole thing right now. I might not uncover the whole thing because I think my section's too big, and I try to keep it about the width of my palm. It's a little bit bigger than that, but I'll be okay when I'm working on it. We're going to go back to black outline because I always do the black first. And I can't believe that I've been rambling on for like 45 minutes. Y'all caught me on a good day. I was not talking like this yesterday. It's hard to be on all the time, if you know what I mean. But I'm also drinking coffee, so there's that. Coffee is the nectar of the gods, in my opinion. And I don't know if I could get through it without it. Actually, if I change to juice, I love juice. If I could do like fresh squeezed juice all the time, I'd probably be this chipper as well, but I don't do that much anymore. Hello, Luna. She just woke up. Shook her head. Maybe she'll come and join us. So maybe this Wipnchat will be a little bit longer. I'm not sure. I was trying to get out of here at 11:30, but it is almost 11:30. But I'd like to get it going and have this going for an hour today. So I'll skip the questions today. We won't have the questions today. I'll do it next week if I can. But there was this really exciting story I wanted to tell you guys. So, I live next door to a sheep farm, as in like fields of sheep, right? I'm watching you nod. Yes, go on. So I very often have to listen to them in the evenings. They get very excited and they bleat, and it's cute. It's cute. I love living next to sheep. But sheep are really smart, y'all. Like really, really smart. And I must actually go check on them. So the farmer comes twice a day. He checks on them in the morning and he checks on them in the evening around 5 o'clock. And he walks the fields at night to check on them. Well, about 2 weeks ago, I noticed I was walking to the park with Luna, and I noticed that there was a sheep of, what do you call, I don't know if male and females have different names, like deer or cattle. But anyway, whatever. I noticed that a mama and her 2 babies were walking in a field in which they shouldn't have been. So they were, they were down almost by the river. And that's really dangerous because the tide is up high and the babies they're not old enough to really know what they're doing yet. So when I walked by the place 2 weeks ago, I was thinking okay, maybe I'll try to close the gate and see if I can contain them, you know, because I don't know how long it's going to take the farmer to notice. But unfortunately, well, or fortunately for them, I guess, they just laid down new gravel at that area because they're planning on using the field, I guess. And I could not close the gate. And I felt really, really guilty for leaving them there. But they were way, way, way down the field, and they weren't hurting anybody. You know, they weren't near the exit. So I didn't worry too much. Fast forward to yesterday, and yesterday we're driving by, and there are 3 sheep mamas and all their babies, and they were trying to leave the gate. Like, we passed by in the car at just the right time, and I was like, "Stop the car!" And I got out of the car, and I kind of, you know, I don't know, herded them back into the field. And I tried to freak them out a little bit so that they wouldn't try it again. But I'm sure they'll be trying it again today. So when I drive by today, I'm going to check and make sure that they're not trying to escape again. So there is a hole in that fence somewhere. But I don't have the farmer's number, and I don't know how to get in contact with him. But if I see him outside in the field or something, then I'll definitely be contacting him. So that's a bit of excitement. And we also went down to the park yesterday, and Luna and I, and when I got down there, you know, like today, well, Sunday is Easter, and Easter is based on it's based on the solar calendar? Is that right? I want to say. Anyway, there's a full moon. There was a full moon yesterday at 3 a.m. Or no, the day before yesterday, Tuesday. And so when I went down to the park, it just so happened to be later than normal. And the whole area was so flooded that, like, you couldn't even walk on the little bridge. I had to go around to the other side to get Luna her exercise. But anyway, it was fine. It was fine. We managed. It was grand. But it was just so bizarre to see the water level so high. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, it was all right. And was there anything else? Oh, yes. Speaking of the stir crazy and everything, James took us to this place on Monday called Lakin Wood. It is beautiful. It is so gorgeous. You remember that picture I showed you at the beginning of this video with Luna and the technical difficulties? That's the forest that I'm talking about. I don't know if I have other... Sorry, Heike, I can't look at your thing right now. Do you know the Alice in Wonderland storybook series that I have on my channel, which I only have one video so far, but I'm going to be working on more, trust me. In that video, I will be using footage from our drive and from our walk around in the park, and I will be voiceovering. I will have a voiceover on top of that for the storybook Alice in Wonderland series. I'll be using it, but I will show you me trying to get Luna's ears to perk up. I think that's what this video is. Let's turn the phone a little bit. Okay. I hope it'll focus. She wouldn't perk up her ears. And so all of the pictures that I got of her were kind of like that. Put my nail in there to focus on her. But isn't it beautiful? Isn't it gorgeous? Just stunning. I love all the moss and everything. But don't worry, we were the only people there. There was no one else there. So it was fine. Social distancing and all that. And we were in the car the whole time. You know, like, it was fine. But sometimes, like, you know, and I know it's really easy to judge people on leaving the house and, like, getting in their car and stuff. But as long as people are observing, you know, the recommended guidelines and stuff, you know, wearing gloves when you're pumping gas and, you know, constantly washing your hands and don't get too close and, you know, all this stuff, I think it should be fine. We're not doing anything crazy anyway. We won't be doing that all the time also. So, all right, so we're at 55 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up now and just reiterate. So one thing that I wanted to do this week that I may be holding off on is uploading a friend mail video. So to those of you who sent me things, thank you. I am opening them and I will be recording it, but I won't be uploading it tomorrow or today. I will be holding off and waiting to upload that until after I come back from my break. It might be an extra special, extra long episode. I don't know. But we shall see. I have a few little things and some big things, but because of the whole mix up with YouTube and, you know, whatever, I just don't have time this week and I can't seem to fit it in to where I want to. So I apologize, but it will come. It will come. So what's going to happen is today is Thursday. So this video will go up today and I hope you enjoy. I'll put it up a lot earlier than I did the last one, so you can enjoy it at whatever time you would like to. And thank you for watching this, by the way. And sorry about the whole glitchy thing. Tomorrow I have a much anticipated, really the most asked question I've ever gotten, and I get it every day, several times a day, is what are my favorite stores or my recommended stores. I will be giving you my recommended stores, and I will not be doing favorites because different people, different incomes, different walks of life, you know what's best for you. And if you don't know what's out there, you know, I don't even know what all is out there. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of companies that are out there, a lot of scam companies, taking advantage of people whose what do you call that? The spidey sense doesn't tingle. My spidey sense is pretty good. And let me just tell you, if it's on a Facebook ad and you click into it and it doesn't look, or it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. That's what my mama taught me, and that's how I go on forward with my life. But anyway, that video is coming out tomorrow. It's Friday. I was about to say Saturday. Friday is tomorrow. And so I will be sharing my recommendations for diamond painting. It could be conceived as being something that my intention is not, but I can't control what people think, so I'm not even going to worry about it. It's just what I made. Saturday, I'll be doing a floss tube, which I'm really looking forward to, even though I don't have much progress because I've spent a lot of time not really crafting. I've been spending a lot of time on this week, where most weeks I wasn't doing that much diamond painting. Most of my time has been spent diamond painting this week. But there's a few good bits in there, so I'll be sharing that. And then hopefully Sunday or at some point after Easter, I will be sharing the post review of this, including the finishes for the Easter decal. So please, like I said before, please hashtag me on Instagram, right there, easterdpal. And you can tag me if you want to, but I will only be including finishes. So yeah, that's it, guys. I will be very busy on that. And I will have to have a closing time where I can't, include any more. And that's just because I'm one person running the show. I hope you can understand. If you finish after that time, and even if you're not included in the video, people will still be able to see your finish. So feel free to keep using it. It's fine. And then when you eventually do finish it, I'll be able to see it. That'll be awesome. And I'll keep highlighting as long as I can, or until, they stop trickling in, one or the other. But I really do appreciate everybody joining me with the Easter decal. It's been wonderful. It's been really, really, really fun. After that video, I will be taking a break. So I'll be taking a week-ish off. I will have this is very important, so I'm going to put this down. I will be putting up a vacation notice on Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to be putting up a holiday mode type response message. So anybody trying to get in touch with me during that week, I'm treating it as a holiday. I might not be looking at my phone very much. And I need that. I need a mental health break, and I've worked really hard and tried to work through, process what's happening with everything in the world and everything. And my emotions are telling me deep down that I need this. And you might need it too. You might need to step away from social media for a while because it's a lot, But regardless of how you are processing and dealing with it, we're all going to be dealing with it in different ways. I hope that you have a wonderful week. It's not starting today, obviously, but it will be starting around this time or a little bit sooner next week. And I'm going to use that week to continue to work. I'm going to still be filming and editing and scheduling, but I will not be uploading or checking comments or answering messages because I just need a little bit of time. Appreciate everyone who has been getting in contact, but it's overwhelming me at the moment. I'm sure it's because a lot of people are stuck at home and they're getting into the craft and they're really curious and they have a lot of questions. So if you have questions, if you're new to the hobby and you're wondering, how do I do this? How do I do that? Please, the fastest way is to go into the how-to playlist, how-to diamond paint playlist, or just YouTube search it. For example, oily drills. You can do that. Oily drills diamond painting. You type that into the YouTube search bar, you get results from loads of different people. Do you have staticky drills? Are you confused about how to use multi-placers or how to store your diamond paintings, how to pack them up for travel? Well, we're not traveling, so don't do that. But you know what I'm saying? Any of those things. I have an entire playlist of older videos that I've created that I think are just as valid now as they were when I made them last year or the year before. I can't be... I know this sounds harsh. It sounds harsh to me. I don't know if it sounds harsh to you, but I don't have time and I need to step back a little bit. Just do a quick search. Loads of people out there, lots of my friends and fellow creators out there. And speaking of other creators, if at all possible, if you're feeling okay or you're getting through this okay and you are able, I would love for you to do another like longer video, stream of consciousness, maybe share diamond paintings that you've completed. I love watching those videos. If you have a stack of paintings that you finished, make a video and talk about them. Talk about what you loved about them and what you didn't love about them. I would love to see that. It takes my mind off of things, and you don't have to talk about real life when you're doing that kind of thing. Maybe share a new craft with people. It would be amazing. I would just like to see more of that, because a lot of people that I follow, and a lot of creators out there are probably struggling, and it's okay. It's all right, But for me, I just need a break. So I've said that enough. I think I've explained myself well enough that everyone understands why. And it's not because I'm ignoring you or because I am upset by someone or anything like that. No. I just need to read a book and not feel pressured to be on social media. You know what I mean? Whereas my normal approach to this is that I'm constantly on social media for 12 hours a day, and I just can't right now. I need to get away from Facebook is my problem. So I love you all, every single one of you. I am up to over 11,000 subscribers now, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. I hope you enjoy the videos. I hope that the week break doesn't interrupt you at all, but I will be filming in the meantime, like I said, and creating that content. So thanks for watching this incredibly rambly long video that I did not expect to make. Maybe I should film at 10:30 in the morning more often. It's been nice to catch up with you and to chat with you, but now I'm gonna go ahead and get this up, and today I'm gonna go pick up my prescription, drop off some things to my mother-in-law, and then I'm going to have a barbecue in the garden and paint my front gate because it's all rusty and it's a beautiful day outside. So I'm going to get some vitamin D and try to make my home look a little bit more homey. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you again in the next few videos. I'll be here for the next few videos. I'll still be online. But then after Easter Sunday, I'm probably going to take a break. I am definitely taking a break. Sorry. Not probably. Most definitely. Okay. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already by going down below this video and hitting the subscribe button, and then hit that little bell so that you're notified when my videos upload. And I hope you all take care, have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.